What's good, everybody? NicMakesPlays here. Today, I'm going to go over my Nasus Thresh deck. I'm really excited for this deck because they just got some new tools. If you guys didn't know, I actually finished rank 1 with Nasus Thresh this season where it's tier 1. So we have a Bladed Caretaker buff, can maybe put the deck back on the map, and here's my current version of it. So, here we go. And if you guys like Nasus Thresh or Slay decks, make sure you guys like and subscribe before we get to the deck, but here we go. So we have Nasus Thresh. If you guys are not familiar, the deck is very centered around Nasus. So we have Nasus here. 6 mana, Fearsome. I have +1/+1 for each unit you slay in this game, and he levels up when I've struck for 10 plus damage. So, when he levels up, he has Spell Shield, and enemies have -1/-0. So, slaying is when you kill a unit. That's either you kill your own unit or kill an enemy unit. So you can self-kill your own units with like Riot's Butcher, Glimpse Beyond, stuff like that. Or slay enemy units via, removal spells like Black Spear, Vile Feast, or by combat trades. So, pretty much the whole deck is based around leveling up Nasus. You get him to that insane stats. He has Spell Shield, you can even Atrocity him. And then access for the game. And you have 3 Thresh. Thresh, when Thresh is seen 6+ units die, levels up. And then when Thresh is leveled up the first time it attacks, you summon a champion attacking from your deck. So the only other champion in your deck is Nasus. So it can't get itself. So it's guaranteed to get Nasus. So basically, you just do a bunch of slays, level Thresh, level Nasus, and then you just win with level Nasus or Atrocity. Alright, so first card, Ravenous Butcher. To play me, I kill an ally. This racks up your slays, and it triggers a lot of self-kill effects, such as the Last Breath from Curse Keeper, makes you use wings in a wave, and stuff we'll get to in a second. We also have Ray of Calling. Kill an ally, destroy one of your mana gems to draw a champion. So I run 3 of this card. I think it's absolutely imperative to run 3. Because the whole deck's based around the champions. The whole deck is based around, getting a Thresh to summon Nasus or getting Nasus itself. And not only that, it also helps level the Thresh and the Nasus because it slays your own unit to search the champion. And it triggers cards, again, such as the Curse Keeper, which we'll get to in a second. Bakkai Reaper, perfect in this deck. 1 mana, 1/2 Fearsome. When you slay a unit, grant me +1/+0. So you play this turn 1, start doing self-slays, start getting good combat trades, and all of a sudden this thing will have like 4, 5, even 6 attack. Pretty crazy for a 1-drop for the early game aggro pressure. So 3 wings in the wave. You can either play it as the wing or the wave. If you play it as the first wave, it summons a prey, which just means it's a 0/1, summons a 0/1. This is good to get self-slay fodder for things such as Riot of Calling and Ravenous Butcher. Or you can use Last Wind. To play it, you kill an ally. So again, you just kill like a prey, kill a Curse Keeper, whatever, to get this. So the reason I like it is because it helps consistency of the deck by being either cards to tribute for slays or a slay itself. I run 3. This is the flex spot. You can cut these for pretty much whatever if you want to put something else in like Great Negation, Quicksand, stuff like that. 3 Treasure Seeker. Another 1-drop. Helps the aggro pressure have multiple 1-drops. Gives you Awakening Sands. Pretty good. Curse Keeper. Last Breath, Summon and Escape Abomination. So basically when this is, you use self-slay. You use a Riot of Calling or Butcher on it, whatever. Summons a 4/2. So a very common curve you can have is like turn 1, Bakkai Reaper. Turn 2, Curse Keeper. And then play Butcher. And you have just a 3-wide board of pretty good aggro pressure. Then we have Fading Icon. When I'm summoned, summon a prey. Just a 0/1. Good tribute fodder for, again, the Riot of Calling, the Butcher. So basically, you always want a mulligan for the Curse Keeper and Fading Icon, 100%. And then a way to make use of popping them. Whether it's like Riot of Calling, Butcher, or Caretaker. So that's how you want a mulligan. And then if you already have that, a 1-drop is also good. So Glimpse Beyond. Kill an ally to draw 2. Pretty straightforward. Refuel, helps slay. Vile Feast is generically good removal, good against aggro, so you can kill an enemy unit by draining 1 from it and get a Spiderling, and you can tribute these for Butcher, Riot of Calling. Yeah, Black Spear. Now I die this round, deal 40 units. So I used to run Quicksand, but I cut them for this card because I was losing to back row units. Like units that just sit in the back row and kind of get advantage over time, like Heimerdinger, Vigar, Maokai, Victor, stuff like that. So just ones that could sit like Misfortune. Ones that are going to combat. I really needed ways to deal with those. So I just have Black Spear. We have Bladed Caretaker. So it was a 1/1, now back to a 2/1 in its former glory. So play, kill an ally to summon 2 Saplings. Saplings are 2/1 Ephemeral Challenger. So basically the perfect curve would be like you're attacking on turn 3. You have Bakkai Reaper on 1, Curse Keeper on 2, and then Caretaker on 3. And then you kill the Curse Keeper, get a 4/2. Since you slayed your own Curse Keeper, Bakkai Reaper gets stronger. Then Sapling attacks. You can hook 2 units away, get 2 more slays. Just buffing Nasus super hard the whole way. Get 2 removal. Bakkai Reaper gets stronger. It's a lot of damage for turn 3 in field control. And then we have Thresh. We already talked about him. Just want to level him up. And then we have Nasus, and then last but not least we have ATROCITY. Kill an ally to deal damage equal its power to anything, so basically, once your Nasus gets huge, you can just kill your enemy opponent. They're usually down around like 12 health, even 20 sometimes. If the game goes long enough, you can get this to 20 attack, but the biggest thing is he has Spell Shield when he's leveled, so you can just like level him, get the Spell Shield, then he saves ATROCITY because they can't like bend him or something. And that's the deck, so it's probably better to show you guys it in action. Let's get to the first game. Alright, playing against Lucian Kalista, interesting. So a lot of ephemerals, say hey. A lot of ephemerals here could help level Thresh. We'll get Thresh later. We have 3 Art of Calling, 3 Thresh, we can draw into them. So you want to prioritize the 2-drop, again, makes everything come together. The Fading Icon, the Curse Keeper. Besides that, you want like a 1-drop and a way to pop the prey. Alright, cool. So we have this on turn 3, it's pretty good. We draw a 1-drop, nice. And we drew Thresh. Thresh seems great in this matchup again. You have cards like Haunted Relic, I'd assume. A lot of ephemerals like Shark Chariot, and those will just die, and then Thresh will see it, making really easy Thresh levels. So kind of his cards are working to level our cards as well. He has a Fading Icon. I guess we'll go with the Curse Keeper here, because it's max damage with the Bladed Caretaker. Ooh, Butcher. That's fine. So if he attacks with both, yeah, we will trade like this. So he's not getting Slate triggers in deck. We are. So every time we trade, we're getting our Nasus progress. We could take both and get the saplings, clean those things up, but I don't think it's worth taking that much damage. And it's kind of like stuns him in a way where like he's not allowed to play a unit or I'll just kill it. So I definitely don't mind this. Another cool thing is if you draw like Rite of Calling, you can also use the other sapling for Rite of Calling after you attack. You attack like this, then write the last one. So yeah, tons of damage output. Puts us ahead as the aggressor and ahead in tempo. So he's at 10. I just didn't want him to get 6 damage in because then we'd have to be answering to him. I want him to answer to us. Ooh, Bark Beast. Interesting. Haven't seen that card in a while. So Bark Beast. First time an ally dies, we're going to +2/+2. He might Caretaker us back right now, which is pretty funny. Butcher. Okay. So how many blockers do we have? This can block here. Block there. I guess we can just go ahead and play Fading Icon. Kind of get a wide board going. That way it's really good for Thresh next turn. Passing. Alright, so now we have Bakar Reaper. So the reason I didn't play this at first is that I want to be able to trade down the whole board. But now we have Thresh. So whenever the trades happen, they're heavily in our favor. Because they're going to be leveling Thresh and Bakar Reaper. It's +1/+0 for each Slay. So that's pretty good too. I guess we would want to hook the 3/3. Considering the 3/3 can block our 2/1. I guess this only needs 1 Slay to trade with things. So we'll go like this. Alright, let's probably trade here. Or he goes to 1, but that's really risky. I wouldn't recommend that, yeah. So 5 units are dead. That means we just need 1 more to level Thresh, which it should be no problem. Again, in this matchup, he pops his own cards, I pop my own cards. Not really a problem. Sapling Toss, okay. That's fine. So he's trying to set up for next turn. Maybe we'll have like Lucian or something, maybe Shark Chariot. Alright, nice. And just 1 more. And our Nasus is huge by now, because we're slaying our own cards, we're slaying his cards. We're doing all kinds of stuff here. We can answer the Lucian or Kalista with the Black Spear. Very nice. And then this sapling will guarantee we level Thresh. That's nice. Maybe he'll like try and Vile Feast or something. Oh, that's a great draw. Thrushes the box. That's insane. He might just render it, yeah. Oh god, wait. Oh no. Oh no, our Thrushes the box is gonna be kind of crazy here. I guess we'll like wait until he hooks and then the box. He might play another card. Oh, he's gonna be upset. I hope he at least lets us summon Nasus. Just for style points. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. No. Not like this. Should be good. Alright. Oh god. I guess we're just really styling on him. We shouldn't play into Ruination, but it's gonna look really cool if we fight two Nasuses. Because you're gonna have a Nasus and this someone's a Nasus. Alright, against blockers. Okay. Alright, and then we'll just hook this. There we go. Get a second Nasus. Alright, looking great. Looking great. Dealing negative 32. Both Nasuses will level. We have refuel. We have removal first chance. Stuff like that. I guess just for the ultimate flex. We'll get as much slays as possible by glimpsing our own card. That'll buff our Nasuses. Alright. And he's a sick level of animation. I think it's one of the coolest. Stops turning. Alright. GG's. Both those spell shield. 2 on the board. Easy. Alright, GG. GG. Alright, playing against Bard Ari. One of the best decks in the game right now. Probably a really hard matchup for us, quite honestly, because they have Homecoming to recall the Nasus and stuff like that. So I usually mulligan for a Butcher or Rite of Calling, just a way to, you know, make use of the Fading Icon Curse Keeper, and then the Fading Icon Curse Keeper. And if you already have both, a 1-drop's pretty good. I'll keep the 1-drop here and be greedy, just try and get the aggro pressure going. But you really want to see the Curse Keeper or the Fading Icon. That's the most important card of the mulligan. Oh, interesting. Alright. So, since we're attacking on turn 3, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to just kind of like not pop the Curse Keeper with Butcher, and then on turn 3 pop up for Caretaker. Hook 2 of his guys, get slays, get field control, and push a lot of damage. So very good. So we're just chilling here. We'll probably take this if he attacks with it. He's choosing not to. I'm appreciating that. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't here, especially because it helps accelerate our Nasus level up. So we can go ahead. So play Caretaker. This is the most recently buffed card in the deck. It's why there might be a resurgence in the deck. Or at least I'm playing again because I'm happy about this being back to 2-1. You see how much pressure this is. Like, look how wide we are. We have 5 units. 2 of his guys are dying. Putting on a lot of pressure here. Now, if we're attacking on turn 2, then instead of playing the Caretaker, you would play the Butcher on the Curse Keeper. You'd be like, okay, 1-drop, 3-2, 4-2 attack. But if you're attacking on turn 3, then it's really good to have the Blighted Caretaker. So again, attacking on odds, Caretaker's good. Attacking on evens, Butcher's good. Either way, Butcher's fine, but Caretaker's particularly strong on turn 3. Especially in certain matchups where like they have Twisted Fate on turn 4 if you're attacking on evens. It makes this a lot worse. But on turn 3 they can't. They can't do the Twisted Fate. That is myth. Alright. Luces are still scary nonetheless. Keep up the pressure here at playing another 2-1. The downside is we don't have too much to do here. I do wish that we had like another Fading Icon or something to keep the pressure on. I don't mind that he's losing a unit, but I don't think we can afford to take 8, especially because he'll just chip us away with elusives later. This could be a good time to glimpse. Especially if we get like the wings in the wave, we could be like, okay, play them as the prey, and then play the Butcher. Oh, Reaper. Okay. Definitely down for Reaper. I did like how that was going to get rid of the thing, though. So maybe I could have just blocked instead of drawing. This is fine. Alright. We could just try and draw Thresh. I really want to get Thresh going, try and kill these guys. The downside of this is that, A, if we get Nasus, it's not that good. And B, he could just Homecoming the Thresh. But Homecoming's going to happen inevitably at some point in the game. So you might as well just force him to have it this turn, rather than later. You're going to Homecoming on that, instead of later. You could just Homecoming whatever we get. But I'll gladly draw 2, get more Slay triggers. That's really interesting that he would decide to do it on that and not the Thresh later, but hey, I won't question it. So we already have, this is a 2-2. We can make use of the Waking Sands now. My question is, should I put this over this to push more damage, or should I put it over the Waking Sands? This does push 5, and we have Atrocity. So I kind of like this being a potential swing here. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put it over this. Because it gives 2 Slay triggers for the Bakai Reapers. This is 5 damage. I think if he lets that through, then that's great for us. And we'll full swing. Obviously, Ari can get a good block here. But it's definitely worth the pressure we're putting on. Alright. Down to 4. We have board control. If this is how they choose to block, that is. Pretty good. I put the stronger one first. So that way, like, if he blocks this one, because it's obviously more damage, then this one will get bigger. Kind of puts him in a tougher spot. And next turn, we already have our Nasus at 11/11. We slayed 9 units, including his and our own. And then I'm going to get Spell Shield if we get 1 swing through. If we get 1 swing through, we'll probably just win. But just very good either way. Also, okay, well we just win here though. This is just game. Okay, I think you figured he's lost either way. But yeah, also if you had Homecoming, we could just chain Atrocity.
Patience and fortitude outlast all things.
Alright, playing against Poppy Tarek, a pretty popular deck nowadays. A lot of good challengers, get the good strings going with all the support, like Tarek, Poppy buffs your board, stuff like that. So in this deck, you really want to mulligan for 1-drop, 2-drop, like Fading Icon and Curse Keeper, and a way to pop them, being Caretaker, Ravenous Butcher, Riot Calling, stuff like that. So this is a bit of a greedy mulligan, because you really need to make sure you have your 2-drop, or this whole thing won't work. But we are attacking on turn 3. So I'm going to try and keep this and hope we get Reaper, plus the 2-drop, plus the Caretaker. Alright, we did. So that's good. But yeah, the highest priority is Curse Keeper. It's a tough call if you want to mulligan the other pieces for the 2-drop, but you really want to make sure you get that 2-drop. Alright, say GG, good luck. So this is scary because if he has Bright Shield Protector, then he can just clean this up for free. Otherwise, not too concerned. He might play Petrified Broadwing this turn, just to, you know, set it up. Because Petrified Broadwing and this both need another ally to be played before they can play something else. So this is tricky. He might be passing here just to scare us into playing a more impactful unit. And then he plays Bright Protector and just kills it. But we need to play this anyway for our Caretaker. Alternatively, he just has nothing, which is the best outcome. So here, we play Caretaker. This will pop from Last Breath, giving a 4/2. We get a Slay trigger, which helps buff Nasus as well as our Bakai Reaper. And then these can clear the way versus a huge aggro pressure and continue to buff our Bakai Reaper and our Nasus in deck. It's pretty strong. This is basically a mini Nasus, depending on how you look at it. Turn 3, maybe Laurent Protege. Maybe he has a lot of spells in hand. I think if he had Broadwing Protector, he would have played it last turn. Or, Petrified Broadwing. Yeah, there's Laurent Protege. Attack with all 3. Put this last. Make sure it sees as much as possible. With the Slay triggers. Alright, nice. So he's already at 10. This has 2 health gone from it, which is huge, because now it doesn't trade as well. He'll probably have to settle for this instead of trying to get a value block or trade first. He could have traded like 2/4 and 2/1, keep it alive, and trade again with it later. This will probably kill this to give a safe way for the Poppy. So we have a few plays we can do here. I think what I'm going to do here is just play the Fading Icon to get the prey. And then when he attacks with both, he'll probably hook this. So that way she can attack without trading. But we can block with the Reaper and then glimpse this. Meaning that we see a Slay and this goes to 4/2 and then trades with Poppy. We'll probably have like Sharpsight or something to deal with it, but I don't mind forcing it. Interesting. Well, here I'll just, you know, not... If I don't commit anything, I'll commit anything. But I am expecting a way to keep Poppy alive. No way to keep Poppy alive. That's crazy. Alright. We'll play Reaper here. We definitely want Thresh next turn. But we'll play the Reaper first. That way we can see the Slay, get a buff. Hopefully hit Thresh here for turn 5. Be pretty ideal. Alright, we got the Thresh. Very good. We're already at a 5/2 and a 2/2. And he's at 10. Looking strong. I could play this. Just to have him on the board, but I don't think it really matters yet. So I'll play Thresh here, hook away the Fearsome blocker, and put on a lot of pressure with these guys. Also, this trade will be another Slay to buff them again. Alright, what's he gonna do? There's really not too many good options here. Like, what would he normally do? Play Taric? He probably has maybe removal spells, such as Concerted Strike. Okay, that's actually pretty good. The question here is, do I still hook this so that I can't trade with this? That is a lot of damage. I think he has Concerted Strike, though. And I do care about keeping his health relatively high. So I think I'm still going to full swing. Does this seem optimal? Maybe it is just like this. I guess we'll go with this. So we'll go with the 3-1 first. This here. And then the Fearsomes. That seems fine. The downside is then he can just trade this into Thresh, but I think he has enough combat tricks to deal with Thresh anyway, or like Concerted Strike, stuff like that. But this seems to walk. These things are huge right now. He's at 1 health. Alright, so I would use your ATROCITY, push ATROCITY any unit, just get 1 more attack in. We can definitely do it by going wide. We have Refuel with Glimpse, which is nice. Maybe he has... Oh, maybe he's bricked with the Golden Aegis, like the Rally. He could rally that, kill Thresh, but even that doesn't really accomplish too much, so I'm not really afraid. Concerted Strike. Alright, that's fine. Figured that might be what happens here. Alright. Trade with the 6-2, but all we have to do is go wider than him, so I'm not really too concerned. I think we should play the Praise here. If he wants to hook the Prey, I'll just glimpse it. It's no big deal to me. Now I used to think, does he want to kill the 6-2, or does he want to kill one of the Preys? He might have to kill the 6-2, yeah. So I'm going to glimpse these either way. So I suppose I'll get the block in while I do it. I definitely am down for this to trade. I want to get his blockers off the board. So that way, we just need more attackers than his blockers to push for 1 damage. Is he a single combat? It's really not a great single combat, honestly. Because he needs to have single combat to stop our swing next turn. Alright. Get the Reaper here. And then this time, we can go with the Last Wind. So now we have more attackers than he has blockers again. And should be good to clean up the kill. Healing. Okay, well these are all in range of potentially killing except for this one. But we can glimpse on whatever he blocks to make it have the attack. Oh god. Let's just do that, yeah. Alright. Alright, this way there's like literally no card I think he can have that can stop us from killing him. So this should be good. Whatever he has, we'll just hook the blockers to the end. Doesn't have mana for Judgment. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, this should just be game, even through single combat. Alright, GG's. Alright, nice. GG's, GG's. Alright, that's my Nasus Thresh deck. I think that Blighted Caretaker buff made it a lot better. Previously a 1-1, wasn't too threatening. Back to a 2-1, you saw what that card can do. It's a lot of pressure. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.